This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, March the 5th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at noon today. We have an upper level system over the state at this time with a trough axis. Another one off the east coast and another one off the west coast, but it's the one over the middle part of the country is the one we're watching because it's going to bring us the snow. That'll still be ongoing when many of you watch this. The surface low, however, is well off to our south and east over Kentucky, bringing some rain showers down there as the snow here tapers off and moves to the east during the evening. Now, looking at the probabilities of snow, this is through this evening or Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. when most of the snow should be over. This is of 1 inch of snow or more, fairly likely across all but the far western counties of the state. When we bump it up to 2 inches of snow or more, still looking likely, mainly along and east of about Highway 169, perhaps. Better chances in the east and northeast, at least of 2 inches. When we bump it up to 4 inches of snow, the best chances look to be east of about a Forest City to Marshalltown to Keosauqua line, maybe a Ottumwa to Keosauqua line. And the best chances over the far northeastern counties of the state. When we bump it up to 6 inches of snow or more, the best chances are at least a 50-50 chance, mainly east of about St. Ansgar to about Traer to Sigourney to Wapello line, north and east of that line. Better chances along the Mississippi. This is 8 inches of snow or more, and the probability is still above 50% in the far northeastern counties of the state, Waukon down to Dubuque, Maquoketa, Clinton, the Quad Cities eastward toward Chicago. And here is the probability of seeing 1 foot of snow or more. The very light green area is 10 to 20%. The dark green over northwestern Illinois is 20 to 30%. So we could see some isolated 10-inch totals, maybe 12 inches in northwestern Illinois. When we look at the NAM, this is over the same 24-hour period ending at 6 p.m. this evening, and the NAM has been very dry with this storm system, bringing almost very little, if any, snow around here, mainly up to our north and northwest, perhaps. But the GFS shows the snowfall a little bit higher, especially over Minnesota, and then again over eastern and northeastern Iowa into Illinois and southwestern Wisconsin. So somewhere around there, I'd say a good 5 to 10 inches of snow in the northeastern counties. But we head to Wednesday, back to the GFS. That storm is now off the Virginia Tidewater, bringing some heavy snow around Washington, D.C., Baltimore, up to Philadelphia, and in the mountains in West Virginia and in northern Virginia. And then that low moves off the East Coast, bringing some snow into New England. Meanwhile, around here, we'll have sunny skies and temperatures will begin to warm up as the winds turn southerly here Thursday, and especially here into Friday. We'll have highs likely up into the 40s, maybe 30s in some heavily snow-covered areas as a new storm begins to develop over the Four Corners region and into Southern California. Then we head to Saturday to start off the weekend, and we have another storm coming in. But this one is coming in with warm air, so rain is likely. Maybe a bit of wintry mix Saturday morning as the rain moves in, and then rain most of the state. And then Sunday, it changes to snow or a wintry mix, with highs likely on Sunday in the 30s, with some thunderstorms likely from Indiana southwestward into Texas. And then Monday, we have, to start off the next work week, we have a low pressure center over about eastern Ohio with some showers and maybe a rumble of thunder all along the Gulf Coast. And around here, skies will be slowly clearing. And a week from today, next Tuesday, we have a broad trough over most of the country, but a big ridge pumping up over eastern Alaska and into the Yukon. And that's going to bring some cold air down our way. So some lake effect snow over the Great Lakes, and another storm with a boundary keeping the warm air from the bitter air from here north and westward. A couple days after that, on March the 16th, we have pretty much a zonal flow across the country, some energy off to our east, coming around a base of a fairly large system off the Atlantic coast. and there could be some rain and snow off to our west. It will be quite cold with a 1040 millibar high nosing in from the north and west, so it's going to see some below average temperatures by the middle of the month if this is right. And at the end of the forecast on March the 20th, we have an upper level feature, a big vortex over Nunavut province, and that's going to keep a lot of cold air around, but it keeps us zonal. But it also keeps us maybe a few degrees below average and maybe a little bit of precipitation, maybe some rain or snow or maybe a wintry mix. And we have low pressure off of Florida with some rain down there. The satellite image from last evening showed the storm system over the middle part of the country with some snow, a little bit of rain shower activity in the plain states. We had some clouds across the south, and we had a new storm moving into the Pacific Northwest. The Watch 20 map from last evening, very, very busy over the Midwest, the upper plains, and into the Mid-Atlantic region. Winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings in Nebraska, red flag warnings in Texas. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, showing some decent amounts of liquid around here, at least 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch, but part of this is with the storm system that's coming up this weekend.